In 5 seconds, we're going to get this half started very shortly. And there we go. The half is started. We have Crumple Kilston for the Black and Bluegrass and Truffle Shuffle. But your lead jammer is Crumple Kilston. Not missing a step in that half time.
Well, of course, she got a prom date at halftime, so maybe that will help her.
Oh, that's true. That's why she's trying to make herself look good. She already said yes, but still. All right, it's called off 3 points or
3 to
2 and
3.
3.
I think.
Looks like 3 to 3.
Either that or he's saying he loves you. But I think it was 3 points.
Metal. Not quite metal.
Slam Diva Dax up against Irish Insanity. Jam long and prosper.
Nice.
Insanity gets knocked to the outside as O'Doyle rules will make her recycle. Meanwhile, Slam Diva Dax at the end of what looks like a very long chorus line of blockers trying to make her way through and powers her way through to become your lead jammer.
That's right. Both of these skaters got hung up for almost 30 seconds there in the pack. Slam Diva Dax made it through.
Brianna Ruins, aka Bruins, in the penalty box. Maybe appropriate for a hockey fan.
That's right. A grand slam picked up by Slam Diva Dax. That's Grand Slam Diva Dax to you.
Nicely done. Oh, we got a penalty called against one of the Black and Bluegrass skaters. That's pretty in pink. Isn't she?
It's penalty in pink.
Penalty in pink.
And another grand slam picked up by Slam Diva Dax. And we're going to be on a power jam as Irish Insanity has been sent to the penalty box. And another grand slam for Slam Diva Dax. That's 3 for 15 points so far. And she's still going.
This is the way you want to start a half, isn't it?
It really is.
Gotta warm up the first part. Slam Diva Dax takes a tumble, has 2 blockers to get around. Excellent blocking by Foxy Cleoblastia.
She was able to come in the middle of the pack because she had already passed the other 2 blockers there. Another grand slam picked up by Slam Diva Dax. Grand slam Diva Dax.
Silver Rose pushes the Sandusky jammer into the infield. Irish Insanity gets a little hip check from Pretty in Pink. That'll do it for the jam.
2 points picked up there at the end by Slam Diva Dax. That's a total of 22 points for her on that jam.
Let's try that again. That was 22 points on that jam.
And that is her first home bout here for BBRG, by the way.
Pin up Pussycat.
And Truffle Shuffle.
Pussycat trying to go through the outside. Truffle Shuffle trying to power her way past Psych Ward. Psych Ward will have none of it.
That's true.
Recycling back is Pin Up Pussycat. Truffle Shuffle has to recycle back as well. 4-wall set up for Sandusky, and that allows Truffle Shuffle to go through the inside and become your lead jammer.
Big hit on Hippie Check.
Bodies toppling all over the place.
True. It's Bedlam, I tell you, Bedlam. Oh, behave, being sent to the penalty to the Triple Crown Chiropractic penalty box.
It's funny, she ran in to hit one, pearl one, and in true knitting circle style, oh, I'm sorry.
Now stepping up to the City Barbecue Jammer line. By the way, City Barbecue, be there this week.
Tuesday.
Tuesday, is it Tuesday? I know it's the 5th.
May the 5th be with you.
May the 5th be with you. Doesn't quite have the saber egg. That's right, Tuesday, May 5th.
Speaking of a 5th, number 4, Irish Insanity.
And Crumple Kilston for the Black and Bluegrass.
Ragdoll Ruby making Crumple recycle. Meanwhile, up in the front of the pack,
Lots of recycling going on.
and remember, recycle your cans and bottles if you don't have to recycle your skaters.
That's right. And your lead jammer is Irish Insanity.
Crumples Kilston, I'm having trouble with that. Crumples Kilston, able to get out for some jams of her own as the Sandusky pivot.
It does get harder.
Bundy taking a seat in the Triple Crown Chiropractic.
That's right. It does get harder to say as the night wears on, right?
I have to adjust to what I say.
Yep.
Keep going there.
Yep.
Now, I was looking out there, it's Truffle Shuffle versus Psych Ward, but I'm waiting to see Irish Insanity and Psych Ward.
Oh, well,
Just
yeah.
saying.
Would be battle psychology or psychiatry or something. Battle therapy. And a timeout is going to be taken. Cool. All right, just so we're clear, that was ended because of a child walking through the ref lane, which is a big no-no. So please keep your children away from suicide seating and out of the referee's ways. Thank you.
Meanwhile, back at the game, Psych Ward and Truffle Shuffle on the jammer line trying to get some points. Sandusky behind by about 36 by my first grade math.
That's
as Psych Ward becomes your lead jammer.
That's right. Comes out of the pack first. She will have the control, and BBRG still holding on the lead. Psych Ward makes it past the pack without touching a single person. Calls it off. 4 points. Big assist there for your blockers.
Tank, and of course it'll hurt.
That's right, kids. Of course it'll hurt. Slam Diva Dax.
And Irish Insanity. I'm giving it all I can, Captain.
You're loving this. You are
But he was
loving
Scotch, wasn't he?
this. His name was Scotty, so you tell
Scotty,
me.
yes. Irish Insanity putting a nice little shoulder block to get the jam going.
But both skaters staying on their feet, so that's testament to the toughness of Slam Diva Dax.
Willie Wonker and Booty Pie, great blocking along with Pretty in Pink.
Silver Rose is out there too.
That's called a bottled Sandusky of Irish Insanity right there.
This is kind of like a pile-up we're looking at right now.
This is the traffic on 71 and 75. Let's
That's
just
right.
admit it.
Your lead jammers, Irish Insanity.
And that was a hard-fought lead jammer status.
It was.
And Dax finally sees an opportunity. So here on the first scoring pass, Willie Wonker takes a tumble. Irish Insanity going up against a 2-wall. Pretty in Pink pushes her to the outside, recycling. Silver Rose and Pretty in Pink double teaming there.
Slam
Now
Diva.
up to the pivot and a nifty move by Irish Insanity for 4 points.
Slam Diva Dax knocked to the outside there, had to recycle back, having a little trouble with the jammer. She does pick up 3 points there for her troubles. Black and Bluegrass having a pretty hefty lead at this point.
A little over 21 minutes. Sandusky came back in the first half. Let's see if they still have some energy to do it in half number 2. They're skating a little short-handed tonight.
They really are. They've actually borrowed some players from other teams. And speaking of which, right now we have former teammates become bitter rivals. Pin Up Pussycat versus Honey Bunny. Honey Bunny, a great skater for Black and Bluegrass years ago, then moving down to skate for the team in Lexington, Rock. And your lead jammers, Pin Up Pussycat!
Pussycat comes up to the back of the pack, topples down onto the inside, so she'll have to recycle way back. Lots of skaters finding their way to the concrete. Pin-Up Pussycat takes advantage of the consternation and she'll get through. And Pin-Up Pussycat is halfway to a perfect 10.
That's right, she gets a grand slam through that last one. That's Pin Up Pussycat. The pack is thick.
Tank puts on all artillery to put Honey Bunny to the inside while Pinup Pussycat continues her way around.
And another grand slam picked up by Pinup Pussycat. And another grand slam picked up by Pinup Pussycat.
She's not a 10, she's at least a 15 by
That's
now.
right. And still going. Oops, calls it off. Picked up 2 points there at the tail end. That's a 17-point jam. 17 unanswered points for Pinup Pussycat.
The Black and Bluegrass Rollergirls really putting up the points here. Truffle Shuffle and Psych Ward will face off once again.
That's right. They're becoming bitter rivalries. Look at them. Look at them being bitter. Rrr. Some chatter back behind the City Barbecue Jammer line.
I'm going to have brisket. What are you going to have? Oh, I think I'll have the pulled pork.
No love for a half chicken?
Booty Pie making Truffle Shuffles recycle back. Meanwhile, Psych Ward really having difficulty with the Sandusky blockers, and with a big smile on her face, Truffle is shuffling her way to scoring position.
That's right. She is your lead jammer. That's Truffle Shuffle.
Full complement of blockers for Sandusky. Silver Rose, Pretty and Pink in there too.
Let's be fair. The penalty box is completely empty right now.
Indeed it is.
Yeah, so there's a full complement of blockers and jammers and everybody in both teams. One of those rare times you look up and don't see anybody in the penalty box. I'm not saying tonight. Tonight doesn't seem to be as penalty heavy as other times I've seen.
Because if you go back to the penalty box, then you have to call Triple Crown Chiropractic.
That's right.
Did you see what I did there?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
It was a nice plug there. All right, Slam Diva X. Irish Insanity. These blockers are not going to make it easy for them.
Of course it'll hurt. Bottling up Irish Insanity without a distillery license. That's pretty good.
Nice. And she's knocked
Irish
to the
Insanity
outside.
is going to have to go back. Of course it'll hurt, and I believe that's Tank, the last two that are left there.
Yes, you're correct.
And it's Insanity for
Your lead jammer,
jammer.
is Irish Insanity after about 32 seconds, which is a long time in a jam.
Would you say it's insane amount of time?
It can be an insane amount of time to wait for a lead jammer.
Dax breaking through, and she's on her way for some scoring after Irish Insanity picks up 4.
And she calls it off. Didn't want to let Slam Diva Dax get any points, so Sandusky is trying to cut into the Black and Bluegrass lead, trying to play catch up really. And they have about 17 minutes to do it, which is plenty of time.
Just checking, y'all having a good time over there?
All right, that is a resounding yes in my book.
Or as they say in Texas, y'all having a good time over there?
It's also fresh for you, isn't it? Pinup Pussycat and Honey Bunny are going facing each other again. And just like last time, your lead jammers, Pinup Pussycat. God, I don't know why I said that. Bad.
She gave you the look right
I
there.
know. I'm going to hear about that later.
That would be Scotty Mouth.
Yeah, if it was me.
Yeah.
I'll own up to it. I don't mind. Pinup Pussycat. I think I'm just so excited that Honey Bunny's back on our track because she's missed. Pinup Pussycat calling it off before Honey Bunny can get in there. She did pick up 3 points for Honey Bunny and 2 points for Pinup Pussycat there at the end.
Now, so many times
I have brought shame.
So many times you forget that scoring can take place through the last whistle of those 4.
It's true.
So I think Pinup Pussycat and Honey Bunny found a little bit of room to score some points there.
It was a little bit. It worked out well for 3 points, but 1 point gain on the lead. Right now we're at 164-114 with Black and Bluegrass still firmly in the lead. Psych Ward.
And Hippie Check out there on the jam. And did Hippie Check step out? Yes, she did. And she'll take a seat in the Triple Crown Chiropractic Sin Bin.
That's right. So power jam now, and your lead jammer, Psych Ward.
And I'm mesmerized by the tights of Hit 1, Pearl 1.
Those are very hypnotic.
Now between Hippie Check and Hit 1, Pearl 1, that's a colorful combination.
I like it.
Meanwhile, taking care of the business would be Psych Ward.
Grand slam as she calls it off to end this jam. And it was a good look because it looked like she called it off right as the Sandusky jammer Hippie Check was coming out of the penalty box. She was looking.
It did give Sandusky the opportunity to change jammers, however, and it'll be Crumple Kilston going up against Truffle Shuffle.
Right, we're down to 14 and a half minutes left in this match. Still plenty of time. This is anybody's game. I just like to say that.
Silver Rose becoming the maestro of the blockers there.
That's a position you see her do a lot. And your lead jammer quickly out of the pack is Crumple Kilston.
A lot of the blockers were distracted there, but Crumple laying them up and putting them down.
Grand slam. You know to stop what you're doing because I'm about to ruin the image and style for you still. And Crumple Kilston making it back out of the pack and calling it off. 4 points there. That's 9 points total for Crumple Kilston in that jam.
Been a great matchup so far.
Really has. I mean, I don't know. It seems like the matchup has been a lot closer than the score.
Pin Up Pussycat and Honey Bunny.
That's right.
Discussing the state of the world today behind the City Barbecue Jammer line.
Yep, these ladies have the bitter, vicious rivalry now. I've seen it. Pin Up Pussycat was the fastest one off the line. She makes it through. Your lead jammer, Pin Up Pussycat!
Credit Heavy Chevy for a key block to spring Pin Up Pussycat for the lead jammer. And Pin Up Pussycat has that pack all out of whack.
And we are on a power jam. She just picked up a grand slam, but Honey Bunny being sent to the penalty box. Grand slam and a power jam for Pin Up Pussycat.
So a dearth of blockers left for Sandusky as
another grand slam.
Pixie-lated does not engage outside of the pack zone.
Which is good because that could have been a penalty, but another grand slam there for Pin Up Pussycat.
Brianna Runes with a big hit there. My apologies.
Oh, you're fine. You're fine. And a track cut called on Pin Up Pussycat, so she's going to go to the penalty box. I believe Honey Bunny is already out. So we're on a power jam the opposite way than it just was. This is a good opportunity for Honey Bunny to pick up some much-needed Sandusky points.
But that's only her first time around. Now she has the opportunity to score some points. A full complement of 4 blockers out there, including Course It'll Hurt. No pack is the call, so Honey Bunny has to be let through.
And a grand slam there after being let through for Honey Bunny.
So now 8-Bit and Dynamite trying to set up some distraction. They knew that Pin Up Pussycat was going to come back onto the track, so they set up the blocking there. Honey Bunny gets by Course It'll Hurt, takes the outside line, glides along on the knee pads a little bit, still trying to fight through, and a diving block isn't enough to keep Pin Up Pussycat from a grand slam.
That is correct. And this jam is called on time because of all the penalties, I believe. Just under 11 minutes left in this matchup. That was 15 points for Pin Up Pussycat on that one.
Let's give credit to Pedal to the Metal and Billy Bitchlap finding the right combinations out there for
It's true.
Black and Bluegrass.
It's true. Slam Diva Dax there for BBRG. That would be 187. Oh, snap it, Sam. Long-time listener, first-time jammer. Oh, snap it, Sam.
Oh snap, it's a recycle as taking your lead jammer status is
Slam
number
Diva
9.
Dax.
Number 9. Number 9.
Nice.
Silver Rose with a little physicality there, causing, oh snap, it's Sam, and oh snap, it's cutting the track.
That's
penalty.
right. Drawing a track cut there with Silver Rose. Grand Slam picked up by Grand Slam Diva Dax. And it's pretty much her world right now. She makes it through the pack like nobody's watching. Another Grand Slam for Grand Slam Diva Dax!
I love how she picks up the speed at the perfect time. Seeing some offensive blocking now from Silver Rose, trying to cause a distraction. Slam Diva Dax puts on the toe stop brakes. Will recycle on back, but didn't recycle enough.
And a track cut on Slam Diva Dax. We're going to have a Power Jam flip-flop here where Sandusky's going to come in and have all of the jammer power.
I think that was an environmental cutting the track call for not recycling enough.
I believe you're right. There was one more person she needed to get by is what I saw from here.
511 is Pretty in Pink and also a pain in the patootie of 187. That would be, oh snap, it's Sam.
Yep, she's forced to the back by O'Doyle Rules. And then knocked to the outside by Pretty in Pink.
Don't you forget about her.
Don't you?
I think that's the wrong John Hughes movie, but I'll take it.
It works.
Silver Rose
Still got the
knocks it to the
reference.
outside, and that'll do it for the jam.
No, I believe in Pretty in Pink it was If You Leave.
Yes. If you leave, don't leave now, because Black and Bluegrass with a 206 to 122 lead.
8 minutes plus on the clock. So we're winding down the last third of this half. The last sixth of the match. And we have Psych Ward and Truffle Shuffle.
Truffle Shuffle goes to the outside, tries the inside. Psych Ward insanely goes through the middle. There's no stopping her.
That's right. The voices are telling her to do it with that look in her eye. Or something.
Truffle Shuffle might have gotten an opportunity. Psych Ward recycling back. But your lead jammer is Truffle Shuffle, who's really worked an awful lot tonight back there as a
Really
jammer.
has. She's been a frequent jammer.
Are you saying she's a very frequent jammer?
Yes.
The kind
would
you
say
don't
that.
take. Oh, I'm sorry, I started to say.
Nice. And that is called.
Nice effort by Truffle Shuffle there.
So we had 5 points picked up by Truffle Shuffle on that one. Oh,
I don't think they liked my singing, or they were calling something.
that's probably they're calling foul on you, sir. Good thing the announcers don't have a penalty box of their own.
Ow.
Nice. All right, everybody's getting set up for the next jam. We've got Crumple Kilston, and that would be Honey Bunny. So we've got the past and the future of BBRG. And your lead jammer, Crumple Kilston!
That wasn't an apex jump, that was an apex strut.
That's right. Crumple Kilston's really putting on a show tonight, man. I would be surprised if she's not in contention for MVP. Grand Slam, Crumple Kilston!
How much more can happen? A prom date?
No, I know.
MVP? Lots of points?
Yeah, we're not saying that's gonna happen, but if it does happen, it would be pretty sweet.
Everybody's heading to the penalty box. You get a penalty and you get a penalty.
One of those would be Honey Bunnies. We're on a power jam as Crumple Kilston picks up another Grand Slam. Crumple Kilston on the power jam. She has all the power because she is also lead jammer. Under 6 minutes left to go. And
My
she,
block called against B Ruins, Bruins.
and Pretty in Pink going to the penalty box as well. Another Grand Slam picked up by Crumple Kilston. Very thin pack. Really just have Silver Rose out there right now. And a track cut picked up by Crumple Kilston as she's going to take a seat. Honey Bunny will be brought back out. Sandusky with the power jam.
Silver Rose and O'Doyle rules. Willie Wonker in the battle of the 85s, watching hopping back and forth, and she's
right.
getting hopping to it, so to speak, for some points here.
And she runs right into the backs of the three BBRG blockers, but she sneaks her way around. Grand slam, Honey Bunny! Got it right that time.
And that'll do it. $17 points for Black and Bluegrass. Chalk up 5. I'm sorry.
You're
Chalk
five?
up 5 for Sandusky. Scotty Mouth isn't used to having an announcer that talks so much.
No, I really am, because I work with T-Had, who you've also worked with, and he talks plenty. It's good to have you.
There you go.
I appreciate you coming for a visit.
Ragdoll Ruby against
Pin Up Pussycat.
as the bodies hit the floor. Let's see. Oh, talk about keeping her balance.
And your
Pin Up
lead
Pussy-
jammer on that is Pin Up Pussycat.
Ragdoll Ruby able to keep her balance, so we got a little jammer on jammer competition going here.
You know you like to see that. That's called off.
Now, I don't usually call out people, but Oh Behave had this great distraction of just waving her arms,
Nice.
going, she's coming.
Warning, warning.
Does this bother you? Does this bother you?
Nice. Strategery. I've never seen the playbook. I'm sure that's not in it.
We liked it. Yeah.
All right, Slam Diva Dax back out there for the Black and Bluegrass.
And it's
And-
the Truffle Shuffle.
Right. Truffle Shuffle already pushed to the outside. O'Doyle Rule is going to make her go back farther than she wanted to.
Truffle Shuffle looking like she's doing the slalom.
Oh, but
And
she makes it through.
to the lead jammer. Wow.
Nice. Jinx. Your lead jammer, that's right. Truffle Shuffle.
And now it's time for a little bit of running away. Was calling off the jam was Truffle Shuffle, but you notice that Black and Bluegrass just turned it into fifth gear and just
really
started
did.
moving.
There's some good communication there with the blockers, too. Silver Rose kind of taking point and pushing, telling people what to do, where to go, and how to get there. So we got Psych Ward.
Bunny.
That's right. Former friends, now bitter enemies. As we're down to the 2-minute, 10-second-ish mark, we're going to have probably a couple more jams, and then this one will be in the record books.
And this jam is a Rickroll.
That's right. Joke's on you guys. And your lead jammer, Psych Ward.
But it's really Rick Astley.
That's right.
Psych Ward making it to the back of the pack.
She's never going to give you up, lead jammer. And a grand slam picked up by Psych Ward.
Together forever and ever the points.
Grand slam forever for you. And we might see some jammer on jammer action here. I was wrong.
If she were to score 1 point, she'd
That's
have
right.
another grand slam.
Up, and Psych Ward calls that one off. We are down to the last minute. 1 minute plus seconds left. So this will probably be the last jam of the evening.
Now, as I like to say at the bouts that I go to, it's the last minute. They've been working for an hour. Why
That's
don't you
right.
all get up on,
Get on your feet for
and
these-
show them some love.
That's right. Crumple Kilston behind the line for BBRG. And we're gonna have a timeout.
Who messed up my great thing there? The officials did.
All right. We don't have to sit down just yet. We've got some talking.
I think it's a dance break. What do you think? Dance break in the stands. Uh-oh. Pretty in Pink is starting a dance break on the jam line.
There aren't enough dance parties. They used to break out. There used to be jammer line and pivot line dance parties all the time, but we've been missing those. A what? A bench violation? Okay. That was a yellow bench staff violation. They had 4 staff behind the bench. So that has been called. And now we're ready to get back here. The clock was stopped there, so the clock is stopped at 37 seconds. We will go until this jam is over, of course.
I believe that was Too Much Counsel, brought to you by the Debbie Davis Law Office.
That's correct. Good segue. All right.
Crumple Kilston against Irish Insanity.
And here we go in this last jam. And your lead jammer, Crumple Kilston. Irish Insanity recycles to the back. Crumple Kilston passes everybody. Grand slam, Crumple Kilston. Irish Insanity having a lot of trouble with these blockers. Crumple Kilston runs into a bit of a wall herself. She makes it around with a spin move. Grand slam, Crumple Kilston. Regulation time is ended. The jammer clock still has over a minute, so we'll go until this jam is called. But this will be it. And she makes it through again. Another 4 points that time for Crumple Kilston. I almost called it unnecessarily. Oops. That was 4 points there for Crumple Kilston. That'd be 14 total so far. She makes it through again. That is another grand slam for Crumple Kilston. 19 points in this jam for Crumple Kilston. And really every point is insult victory at this point. And she makes it through again. One more grand slam, Crumple Kilston. Amazing work for this jammer. 24 points so far. 4 points picked up there by Irish Insanity. Another 4 points picked up by Crumple Kilston. 28-point jam for Crumple Kilston here. And she's going to keep going. Jammer on jammer action. And this jam is called. That will be it. 28 points by Crumple Kilston. Oh, good. Awesome work there by Crumple Kilston. The unofficial final right now is 138-260. The official winners tonight, your home team, the Black and Bluegrass Rollergirls! Give it up for them as they take their victory lap! And let's hear from you guys. BB! Louder, BB! Your official final, 160-138, Black and Bluegrass. Congratulations. Now let's give it up for the visiting team. Thank them for coming out, the Sandusky Rollergirls. Thank you very much for making the trip. We appreciate you.